Here is my 2 cents. I just have, nobody really special or important in the world, but everyone has a point of view. Everyone has their own perspective. And from my point of view, as we see so many situations with, you know, what I wanna call male fragility, right? We see a lot of these cases of women being sexually assaulted, a woman being killed, um, a woman being attacked on the streets, especially right here in New York City. I mean, it's not limited to New York City. We see it all across the board. However, it happens a lot in New York City. And so now women are thinking about different tactics and methods of how to go about counteracting these attacks. 9 times out of 10, women just trying to get where we going, whether it be work, the store, shopping, or whatever we trying to get to, right? It's unbelievable that as a woman, you would be just minding your business, walking to your destination or wherever you're doing, driving to your destination and you get out to walk to the store or whatever the case is. And a man with a bruised ego, a male with a bruised ego, because we see in these cases a lot, right? To women of all different races, actually, it happens a lot to black women, but women of all different races, ethnicities, nationalities, what have you, right? Where the guy comes up to her and is like, "Can I get your number?" And the woman declines, and she's cussed out. That's not even the worst of it. She's um physically attacked in some cases, or worse. So again, women are thinking about these different tactics of how to counteract this. Oh, stay strapped. Well, in New York State, gun laws are very restrictive. I mean, you can get one, but it's really, really, really difficult to get one legally and to get the permit, right? So yeah, that'll work in other places, other states or whatever. The red states, the states that are not as restrictive with gun laws. All right, carry mace, carry a taser, or whatever. Some can carry blades. Other methods. Have a text now phone number. Have a number, a burner number. That's what a lot of women are doing nowadays. They'll give out the burner number, right? Just to be safe, just to ensure that no harm comes to them. Women shouldn't have to do that at all. It should be a simple no. And you know what? I get it. No one likes rejection. No one no one likes to be rejected, but what I personally think and what I personally feel is that if we were to teach men from when they're young, from when they're little boys, what if we were to teach them more self-esteem, more self-confidence, more of realizing that everybody it has autonomy over their own body, right? Women are not objects. Women are not possessions. You do not own, or um, a woman is not something that you should look at as an object or something that you own. Objectification. And listen, I'm not a feminist. I'm very balanced. All I'm saying is that if I feel like if boys were taught these things from a younger age, and I get it, fathers are not always in the picture, whether it be grandfathers or uncles or older brothers, and I know it's not really their responsibility, but I'm just thinking about ways that men, starting from when they're young, can have a positive male figure to mold them and show them the ropes. Big brother programs, I think more of those should exist. Big brother programs, big sister programs, but especially for men, because let's just be honest. I've seen a lot of women who are single mothers do a fantastic job, but there's certain things that I feel like only a man can teach to boys. And if there's not the father involved, I think there should be other male positive figures. I feel that it should be more big brother programs. I know it's just easy to talk about it. Listen, when I get to a place I want to be, that would be something I would definitely invest in. And I think a lot of us should have that mindset where we want to do something better, philanthropy work, what have you, humanitarianism, just to add something positive to society and help our fellow man. So, once again, boys should be learning this from a young age. If that was instilled in them, listen, rejection happens when you get older. All women might not want to talk to you or date you or be interested in you, and that's okay. And just teach them. If 10 women don't want you, there are a plethora of other women who will want you. Actually, globally speaking, I know in certain countries this doesn't apply, but generally speaking, women outnumber men. So there's more women than it is to men, ratio wise, okay? There's no reason why, even if you're a guy and you approach 15 women in a day and all of them say no, listen, there's somebody out there. And if, like I said, if boys were taught this, you wouldn't see as many issues as you see with the attacks and the deaths happening and everything else towards women at the hands of men. Now, once again, I said unbalanced, okay? I know the red pill, the manosphere, there's a few women in the red pill movement too, but they have more of the mindset, the perspective of, um, well, I really wouldn't say red pill. I would say more so black pill, which are like the incels. They have this entitlement where they feel like, women have to talk to them. No one is entitled to talk to you, to even say hi. It's polite, but someone can be in a bad mood. Somebody probably just lost a loved one. You don't know why people don't want to talk. No one's entitled to talk. No one's entitled to speak. No one's entitled to give out their number. But the black pill, not so much the red pill, because the red pill, what I will say is the guys, they'll be like, you don't want to talk to me? Man, keep it moving. The black pill, the incels, which stands for involuntary celibates, they're the ones who have such this vitriol towards women, and they're like, um, and I forgot the name of the guy who actually killed women and men. I think they call them Stacy and Chaz or something like that. The men who could get women, and then the women who are not interested, had killed these people because he didn't get the attention from women he wanted, and he envied the men who did. So If we talk about the pills, I consider myself more purple pill, not red, not blue, more in the middle because I can see things from either perspective. So let's be honest. We don't see women killing men or attacking men in the street because they're interested in the man and the woman's um, because a woman's interested in the man doesn't reciprocate that. We don't see that, right? But I'll be honest and balanced, and I will say this, right? There are cases where a woman, when she's rejected, we've seen this. We've seen cases like this where a woman can lie and say the guy tried to rape her, the guy sexually assaulted her, did whatever, and will get these men to do something to the guy. So I've seen these cases, you know. Merlin Santana, aka Romeo from the Steve Harvey Show, oh, I used to love him. I think something along the lines happened with that, and he was murdered. He was shot to death, you know, because a woman lied on him. So we do see cases like that. We don't see cases where the woman wants a guy's number, whatever, and he says no, and she start cussing him out on the street or attacks him on the street. But we do see cases where she can lie on the guy and say he did such and such, and then get another man to harm him or kill him or whatever. We see that. So like I said, that's me just being balanced and calling it like I see it. But at the end of the day, listen, the entitlement has to stop. The entitlement has to stop. The misogyny has to stop. The misogyny needs to stop. Both ways. Um, like I said, as far as these cases where we're seeing women killed and harmed and harassed and assaulted on the street, raped, killed, whatever, because she doesn't want to give out her phone number because she's not interested. If we're teaching boys from young to value themselves more and to be more confident in themselves and comfortable with themselves to the point where it'll roll like sweat off their back when they're rejected. You know, it'll roll like sweat off their back because their self-esteem and their validation wouldn't be dependent on if a woman says no. I mean, if a woman says yes to them, right? So I think that's vital. Um, you know, and besides that, yeah, that's about it. Like, I think it is because of misogynistic viewpoints and you know this whole ideology of we own women. Was some guys feel that way that we see in these type of occurrences where women being harmed and killed because they don't want to give out their phone number. And now they're like, oh, we have to get a burner number. We have to get a fake number, this or that. That shouldn't even be the case. That shouldn't even, women shouldn't have to do that. But that's the way the world is today. So that's just my viewpoint, you know. Hope nobody's offended by it, but I know some people are going to take and twist things how they want to spin it, you know. So that's about it. Peace.